Buddhist meditation refers to the meditative practices associated with the religion and philosophy of Buddhism. Buddhism can be broken down into two main groups, Theravada and Mahayana. Theravada is popular in Southern Asia and mainly practices the original teachings of Buddha. Mahayana is more popular in Northern Asia. It is highly influenced by other Eastern philosophies such as Taoism. We will discuss the history of Buddha and Buddhism in another video. In this video, we will talk about the different types of Buddhist meditation, along with its origin, how to do it, and if it's right for you. Zen or Zazen refers to seated Zen, or in other words, seated meditation. It has deep-seated roots with Chinese Zen Buddhism. Zen Buddhism is based off Mahayana principles. Its history traces far back as 6th century BC to the Indian monk Bodhidharma. In the West, the most popular form of Zen Buddhism comes from Dogen Zenji, the creator of the Soto Zen movement in Japan. This meditation is typically done on a cushion or a mat over the floor. Traditionally, the practitioner sits in a half lotus or full lotus position. This is not necessary. Some practitioners now even use chairs. To be successful in this meditation, you must keep your spine vertical from hip to neck. The mouth must be kept closed and your eyes must be lowered. Its gaze a few feet on the ground in front of you. The mind aspect of this meditation can be broken down into two parts. Focusing on breath, put the entirety of your consciousness on your breath. Doing things such as counting breaths will help immerse you into a deeper level of consciousness. If you lose focus, gently resume focus on your breath again. Shikantaza, or just sitting. In this form, the user does not focus their consciousness on any particular object. They do, however, focus on the present moment, trying to be aware of all aspects of the present, including thoughts, memories, sounds, and smells. Zen Buddhism is a very orthodox form of meditation and has strong communities around the world practicing it. There is also plentiful information around the web regarding this popular form of meditation. I found one website in particular that goes in depth into Zen meditation and other forms of meditation. Check the description. A heavy emphasis is placed on posturing, as this helps aid in concentration. There are also ritualistic components associated with Zen meditation, such as chanting and group readings of Buddhist teachings. This may or may not appeal to some people. Vipassana in Pali means insight or clear seeing. This is a traditional Buddhist technique dating back to 6th century BC. Modern Vipassana meditation follows the Theravada Buddhist tradition and was popularized by S.N. Goenka. The popularity of Vipassana has invigorated the mindfulness of breath concept. There are various stages to the Vipassana meditation. Each stage descends you further into the abyss of your empty mind. The initial stage is breath mindfulness. This is done to clear the mind. Your awareness needs to be locked to your breath, and you must be able to notice subtle movements in your abdomen rising and falling. The second stage is the development of clear insight. This is done by observing, not rejecting nor accepting bodily sensations and mental phenomena. To achieve clear insight, you must be able to observe the situation moment to moment. Like a gentle leaf floating through the river, you must as well let your mind float through all sensations without sinking into the raging river. The attention is always kept on breathing, while all other perceptions and sensations are simply background noises. The object that is the focus of this meditation becomes the primary object. Secondary objects are all other sensations that arise from your perception, such as through your five senses or thoughts of the mind. If the secondary object latches onto your attention, take a few seconds to recognize it. Upon recognizing the sensation, one must make a mental note of the secondary object. A mental note identifies the general theme of the sensation, but not every detail. For example, if you hear voices or a car or an ambulance, you would note it down as hearing. Likewise, if an unfavorable sensation overwhelms you like knee pain or back pain, note it down simply as pain. After you finish noting it down, you must return back to the primary object, the breath. Mental noting is used so one does not get too carried away with sensations and keeps one's attention above the fold. Vipassana is an excellent form of meditation for students of various skill sets. It allows you to ground your body and observe your mind. The teaching of this brand of meditation is always free, but some places do ask for donations. Mindfulness meditation is a fresh take on the traditional Buddhist meditation practices, especially Vipassana. Also, it has strong influences to other Zen practices, such as Vietnamese Zen Buddhism. This type of meditation has strong Western roots. Mindfulness meditation is the art of intentionally focusing on the present moment while accepting in a passive manner various sensations, thoughts, and emotions that may arise. You can focus your attention on breathing or a particular sensation, thought, or feeling. The purpose of this practice is to stay as close as possible to the moment without compromising ourselves with secondary objects. Distractions by secondary objects do happen, so it's best to take a second and readjust your awareness back on the primary object, whether that be your breathing, an emotion, or a thought. There is a big difference between being inside your thoughts and sensations and simply being aware of its presence. You can practice mindfulness throughout the day. While walking, eating, and talking, pay special attention to every aspect of these actions. Stay within the present moment. The trick is to be aware rather than going through the motions of life in autopilot. If you are speaking, this means paying special attention to the words you output, the tone that you speak in, and your ability to listen with presence and attention. Daily practice like this and mindful meditation are essential for understanding this skill. The general consensus on this type of meditation is that it's very Western friendly. It has roots associated to ancient Buddhist meditation techniques and is often practiced in hospitals and schools. The practitioner of this method receives mental and physical benefits that you would get from traditional Buddhist meditation, but without the Eastern concepts and philosophies attached to them. This makes it an ideal choice for beginners that want to learn more about meditation. Those seeking to gain spiritual knowledge should practice other Buddhist meditations, such as Vipassana. Metta in Pali is a word that means kindness, benevolence, and goodwill. Compassion meditation is another name for this tradition. This practice arose out of Buddhist traditions, especially the Theravada and Tibetan lineages. This meditation technique has proven benefits, such as boosting one's level to empathize, positive emotion through compassion, loving oneself, increased self-acceptance, feeling of competence in life, and increased feelings of purpose in life. Are you too down on yourself or have hatred towards others? Do you feel the need to improve all aspects of your relationships with the world? Loving kindness meditation will help you in all these aspects. This meditation is ideal for both self-centered and selfless people. Basically, it will improve your general happiness. You cannot feel love, kindness, and depression at the same time. The practitioner must close their eyes and generate feelings of kindness and benevolence in their heart and mind. This energy is developed through wishing happiness and well-being to all living and non-living things. This meditation technique can be further aided by chanting words that evoke boundless, warm-hearted feelings. Visualizing the suffering of others and sending love is another way of strengthening this energy. The more you practice this method, the more joy you will experience. Initially, this pure, loving energy will rise from oneself. If the energy is strong, it will progressively spread to all other things. The general flow of love is oneself, a good friend, a stranger, a difficult person, all four equally, the entire universe. If you liked the video, leave a like or subscribe. Thanks for watching.